At the age of 17, 18, you don't have to know what you want to be when you grow up. You can decide along the way. And geography very much keeps the doors open for that. It is non-vocational, but you get a real broad knowledge and a broad skills training across so many different subjects and so many different types of skills. And I think that just keeps a lot of the doors open for potential career pathways.
The module, the geoforensics module, is based on the search, the scene and the sample. So I take the students all the way through from things they're familiar with, like what we call geomorphology, the shape of the land, forensic geomorphology, where would you look in a landscape, so where places are hidden, soft, diggable, through to crime scenes themselves. What does a geographer or a geologist or an archaeologist do at a crime scene? It's a kind of a surprise to members of the public and the students that anyone like that would be of any value, but they are.
Our students in geography are introduced to geographic information right from year one in both human and physical geography modules. But we really introduce GI science as a science and a way of really analysing data in level 2. But a lot of students would then also take on board sort of what the skills and the knowledge that they have at level 2 and use it in their dissertation.
Well, my education path has been a bit atypical to the usual student. I was home educated, I'm a little bit older. I came from history from another university, so I was trying to think of a subject that would sort of fit in with what I'd previously studied, as well as something that I could sort of take a bit further. And with geography, I found that it covered historical geography, there was the more human side, but also there was the science side. And Queen's was very handy for me, it was very local. I was familiar with it. I was impressed by its reputation.
We do field trips. I mean, geography without field trips, there's no such thing. I mean, so much of what you learn in the classroom, the theory, the methods, need to be translated out into the field. Whether you're a physical geographer or whether you're a human geographer. So for me, it's much more about interviews. It's about collecting various statistics, doing discourse analysis, these sorts of things, doing ethnography.
At undergrad, there are certain subjects that you're interested in as well, but there are also certain lectures that you have taken interest in, that you have similar interests in, and that sort of thing. So that's partly how I picked my PhD. It was not only the subject, but it was also, I knew that I could get on well with the supervisor and supervisors as well that are leading on the project.
I was actually introduced to my supervisor during third year. So he was a teacher of mine in one of my modules, and then I think he could tell that I was really passionate about geographic information systems, which is what I was studying at the time. And then there was an opportunity that he had after the year had actually finished, and kind of, I think, sent out a generic email to kind of third year saying there's a really fantastic opportunity. And then obviously I applied to the PhD and I got accepted, and that relationship has been quite important. We have bi-weekly meetings and things like that. But it's been really good so far and very, very helpful, and it's nice to have a supervisor who's really passionate and interested in your subject as well, which is something that maybe you don't get a lot of experience at undergrad.
The Geography at Work module, which is a module available to students in their third year, and it allows you to undertake a placement or a dissertation with like a NGO or a company, local company. So I did that with the Belfast Hills Partnership, and it was good for sort of getting that wee bit of professional contact. It allowed me then to have more of an understanding of what the workplace would be like if I went on to take on a job with the degree.
And that's the great thing about geography, right? There's all these different layers and things going on, right? In some ways it's like a liberal arts degree, right? Where you can pick and choose. And because of that, if you're more interested in physical geography, you can just pick modules that are in physical geography and go through your degree like that. Or if you're just interested in human geography, and sometimes you won't know that until you actually come into geography and you take lectures with me or Donald Mullen or various other groups of people lecturers here, and then you'll find your own path. I love my job so much. I translate that energy to the students, I think, and I think create a nice sort of atmosphere for learning.